What's going on, everybody? We've got a good handful of things to talk about in today's video for Operation Phoenix, including the price movement, the amount of holders, the percentage staked. They also have a lottery burn system, a recap of what happened with the Phoenix Friday AMA, and they also have a new staking pool. And with the market being so crazy right now, maybe you're looking to try and do some leverage trading. This is anywhere from 5x to 100x leverage. You can check out the crypto exchange Margex. I do have a referral link down in the description below. And if you use that referral link, make a deposit, you can get a nice little sign-up bonus. They have a good collection of cryptocurrencies already that you could choose from, but their list is expanding. They also have copy trading, so if you want to mimic your trades off of some of the top level performers off of the platform, you can take a look and see what options are there. And they also provide staking on top of that. You can find a link to that down in the description below. So moving back over here to the price charts, we're looking at Operation Phoenix. In the last 24 hours, it's down 6.15%. We got $46,000 in trading volume. So not anywhere close to what we had the previous day. Remember, things got really heated over the last 2 days, as we can see right here on the charts. In fact, these levels of volume were comparable to what we saw back on February 16th. And then the last time around that was more like February 6th and around the launch time. So a little bit of a pullback. We have it being down 6.15%, $20,000 on the buy side, $25,000 on the sell side. And right now just showing a little bit of red on that new daily candle formation. Moving over here to the TradingView side, where you can see my TradingView bot. This is something that if you wish to acquire, you can use it not just for Operation Phoenix, you can use it for lots of crypto, stocks, foreign exchange, and it's just indicators that's overlapped. You can find a link to that also down in the description below. Here, suggestively, it's saying a short position was entered in. This is on the 1 hour time frame. This was back around 5 o'clock. And you guys can see some consolidated action, a little bit of a drop down, some more sideways action. And yeah, just looking at it suggestively, things are kind of quieting down. The RSI also suggesting a little bit below that median zone, not going to the oversold territory, just a little bit of a drop there. And we're starting to see that Bollinger Band close up once again. So what happens is when the Bollinger Band gets real tight, that blue, red, and green line, that suggests after a little bit that you're going to have an expansion, right? So the opposite of an expansion is a contraction. So we had a really nice expansion here, starting to contract, just entering into that phase. These things can be short-lived, but just kind of looking through the history with this, we have a decent amount of time right here, and then a nice little push through with these. Now, the recent Bollinger Band expansion that we had was a bit of a dip. There was a huge whale that did a sale, as you guys can see right here. There was another huge dip that took place. But then look at all these green candles, the community rallying together, buying that up. Now, the holder count is at 1,416, according to BSC scan. It does seem like the holder count has slowed down considerably, as I've been trying to keep an eye on this, waiting to see when we're going to hit 1,500. Don't forget, they still have a considerable amount of money in their marketing wallet. The team is still looking at doing more centralized exchanges, more partnerships. They just had their first partner over on the launch pad. So all of that creates an ample opportunity moving forward to see this number dramatically change. But at the moment of time that we're in right now, it looks like it has slowed down tremendously. Then we take a look over here on the Twitter page, and it says, let's burn some Operation Phoenix. Our newest utility looks to burn it to the ground. The Burn Lotto has 2 different pools to play. The first is a BNB pool, and the second is an Operation Phoenix pool. So they're $10 per ticket. They have they have 1,000 ticket sold total, and they have a 10,000 jackpot that is the maximum, okay? 50% of the pot is burned. 40% of the pot goes to a random winner. 10% is paid out monthly to the biggest contributor. So just to clarify, if you guys go and take a look at this right here, let's go ahead and scroll on down. And it shows you how it works. You can see the breakdown, but you got the BNB jackpot as well as the Operation Phoenix jackpot. So currently the jackpot prize of the BNB is at 13.5 BNB. Okay. So the time remaining shows you how many days, hours, minutes, breaking that down. You can, once you have your wallet connected, it'll tell you how many tickets that you have if you've already purchased this. So this is using BNB, and also shows you how much has been bought and burned with Operation Phoenix. Every time someone wins the jackpot prize pool, the same amount of value is used to buy and burn Operation Phoenix. Gives you the game history breakdown on top of that too. When you have your tickets, it'll tell you what your odds of winning are. That's based on how many total tickets there are. And also the same thing, you check this out with Operation Phoenix for its jackpot, so you can see how many tickets have been purchased. So this was just rolled out. People are just now starting to hear about this. If you're wanting to go and participate with this, the Operation Phoenix side, the minimum for one ticket, it's 200 Operation Phoenix for one ticket. And again, you can see all the rules for that over here. Now, moving over to the, let's go actually over to the staking side, because I did mention that they have a third staking. And even before I mention that, let me tell you about what is currently the percentage staked. So right now we're sitting at 48% of the supply staked. So this huge whale that sold off the other day, when you guys saw that big red candle, right, like we move back over here, you see this big red candle that took place there. That whale had it staked. They unstaked it and they took a penalty fee of 25%. So they got hit pretty hard when they did that. Well, now there's a third option of staking. And even with that whale selling off, it got back up. More people decided to stake and went back to 48%. So the third option here is a 6-month time span. With that, keep in mind, the 14-day, you got currently APY is 10%. The standard 30-day currently is 50%. If you go take a look at the auto compounding, you see the APY is what? Also 50%. And the reason being is that the APY is looking to be changed here in the very near future. I believe it's about a week or so from now. This is expected to be dropped down. Same thing, I believe, with the 14 days. So if you want to get a 50% APY, the incentive is that you're going to have to be obligating to stake for a much longer time. You could still withdraw at any point in time, but don't forget, you got that huge penalty fee. So it's very risky if you're like getting hit 25% on this stuff, right? So now let's go ahead and move over here to the notes from the original Daddy by B over on the subreddit. Now at 205 members, notes for the AMA. So at 306, discuss the partnerships that have been made and how we are going to be using the swap in the future for our partnerships. DeFi Mark was also mentioned as a partner who's going to help our community with staking and future social advertisement. He'll be helping Matt with checking the contracts of those who want to launch our swapper. Then they also discussed the amount of staking that we have and the new options. In a week, the APR is moving from 50% down to 10% for 30-day, and the 14-day staking will be down to 5%. So I was correct. It's also the 14-day. Sean discussed the new staking program, which is auto-compounded, allowing you to stake the tokens you earn every 10 minutes. You'll have the ability to keep your tokens in the wallet, but lock them up for 6 months with a 30% penalty for withdrawing early. So it's actually more. This option is available now and will be using the 50% APR as a marker for the expected rewards from this staking option. Joe discusses how the auto compounding every 10 minutes will provide an optimum growth rate similar to how Reflections worked with SafeMoon. You can refresh every day and see those tokens growing in your wallet. Joe explains how this option benefits everyone evenly as opposed to whales who gain the most by Reflections. They announced a lotto for those who burn tokens. The goal is to cause supply shock as we eliminate the tokens. Sean said they are going to be burning 250,000 tokens right out the gate. The lotto specifics, there's 2 pots to get in. You got the BNB, the one ticket is the $10. I already was talking about all this. So both will have a 10% reward going to the highest contributor to the pools of the month. The pools will end at that $10,000, so that's the cap, or when the week is over. Every week this lottery will take place. A new centralized exchange will be listing us this next week. We are waiting for the centralized exchange to announce it. Could see their announcement this weekend. Questions are taken. Will we get more info on the lottery? A full video will be made by Sean later to go more into detail. When is the lottery and staking going live? Staking is live now and lottery will be live this evening. How does the founder dox themselves for the launchpad, swapper, DEX? Sean handled each one specifically at this point. Will we be able to stake NFTs in the future? This is a possibility. Any blockchain updates? Waiting on NFTs and the 2 more utilities we are launching next week before moving on to the blockchain work. Don't wait to take on multiple projects like SafeMoon tried to. Do we have any goals, milestones for the DEX? The goal is to continue updating it and making it more efficient. We can see more updates over the next week or so. Every month, they would like to take the revenue from the DEX and other utilities to help with buy, back, and burns. How does BNB Lottery work? How exactly do we get tokens? You will send BNB to a wallet to earn tokens. Is there a countdown timer for staking or notifications? You can see the timer on the DApp, but you can't get a notification. Questions about the Telegram bots and their usage. So questions deferred to Sharky and other mods who manage the Telegram bots. Any updates on credit and debit cards? Will there be custom art? The cards will have a single art design at this point, and we're moving closer to the launch of the cards. Joe emphasizes they are trying to make a strong community, whether you hold Operation Phoenix tokens or not. Come hang out in the Telegram, Discord, Reddit, and join the conversations to help further the community. Sean and Joe discuss more about Mark's background and the positive things he'll be bringing to the team and project. They discuss the importance of staying active and how the token is a community project that we all can help shape where it goes. So discuss this morning's price drop and how quickly the community eats up the dips. It's a constant battle between the bears and bulls, with the bulls constantly weeding out the weak hands. Sean discussed how the marketing wallet can help cushion some of the blows with the buyback and burn they have been doing. When people sell buy, they are strengthening the marketing wallet's ability to help with the dips. Final statements made to the viewers is that the founders love the energy they have seen so far from the community, and they read all of the posts we make on social media. It's amazing to see the bonds and relationships that have been forming over the past few weeks. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and read this one as well from Original Daddy by B. Whale games and raffles. So Phoenix Army this morning started out on a low note when we had another whale start to dump tokens around 2 a.m. Eastern time while most US holders were asleep. The whale dumped 200,000 tokens, caused a massive panic sale. The price took a hefty dip. The whale waited about 5 hours until he started to buy the tokens he sold. He sold 200,000, bought 250,000 tokens after shaking the weak hands. This whale is a little over 700,000 tokens and continue to play this price drop game to scare the emotional investors who will get spooked and dump. Take a moment to be aware of what is happening so you don't fall into this trap. Each time he does it, that's another large chunk going into the marketing wallet. The whale literally ate their own tokens up, plus more over an 8-hour period. Did you fall for his trick? I was sleeping, so I pretty much missed it all. One thing I didn't miss was the awesome Phoenix Friday that we had. There was a variety of things covered, all of which can be found in the recap that I typed up earlier. My favorite item was the implementation of a burn lottery. You can help burn your tokens by entering a raffle to win a large Operation Phoenix or BNB prize. The lottery will automatically pick a winner once the 1,000 tickets have been sold. The current price point, the payout would be over $7,000 if you won. It's a win-win for everyone because every raffle completed will do a hefty buyback and burn, which continues to strengthen the project. Even if you don't win the raffles, the funds will help with the BNB Operation Phoenix ratio and the LP, which will raise the price for everyone holding. To kick the lottery off, the team burned 250,000 more tokens, bringing us to 471,000 tokens, or $30,000 in less than a month. Remember, the faster we fill that lottery, the faster we burn tokens and cause supply shock. The new staking options were announced with a 6-month auto compounding added to the current choices. This option will have a far larger return than the 30 and 14-day options, with the tokens being added to your account every 10 minutes. It'll be similar to the days of SafeMoon, where you could keep your wallet open and watch your tokens constantly growing. Some tidbits. DeFi Mark was announced today as a new partner to help Matt with contract proofing and audits. Mark was a prominent member of the SafeMoon community and had many followers. He will help streamline the onboarding process with the Launchpad. Advised that the next centralized exchange agreements have been finalized. We are waiting for the centralized exchange to announce before the founders can officially say which one it is. This is common practice for every token I have been a part of. Sean mentioned we have 2 new utilities coming out over the next few weeks, and then we could see more information about NFTs, and then the team can start looking into more blockchain work. I set up a filter on BSC Scan for tracking larger orders buy sell that are over 15,000 tokens, $1,000, which is how I can easily find the wallets that are buying and selling. On an average day, we have 30 to 50 orders that are over 15,000 tokens. Today, we saw 85 orders that met the 15,000 threshold, showing me that larger investors are coming in when the whales are making their dumps. Overall, the day was extremely eventful, and I was not disappointed with all the announcements about what they have been working on. Even with the crazy whales playing games and scaring people, we still managed to be up 4% from my last post. We have sold 40 tickets so far for each raffle since launching a few hours ago, and I hope to see those raffles fill up quickly. Remember, everyone that gets filled with help will help the LP drastically, with 40% going back to the pool. I feel extremely bullish still and look forward to what next week has to bring. However, be aware if the weekend, and statistically weekends have been extremely slow, please don't get anxious if you don't see much price movement over the next 48 hours. Boom. There you go, guys. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. Again, you can check out the crypto exchange, Margex, and use my referral link, make that deposit, get a sign-up bonus. If you just want to check out the platform, that's okay too, and there's no KYC. You can get started in about 30 seconds to a minute. You can find the link in the description below. And if you're looking for more trades, other cryptos, what's possibly going on, you can join the cryptocurrency trading group called HG Access. There's about 2,000 members in this. You can find a link to join that through the Patreon. That'll be down in the description below as well. And if you want a link over to my trading bot, you can find that in the description too. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate my Patreon supporters. Double shout out thank you to We Love, Victor Vegas, Rolza Rizvi for being higher level patrons. Thank you to my YouTube members for your support as well. God bless, and we'll see you in the next episode.